we recently saw a spot on Raw where Braun Strowman and Bronson Reed collapsed the ring. And it's something that brought back a
Uh,
lot of memories for us old school fans who remember that
right,
match on SmackDown where
right.
Brock Lesnar and Big Show decimated the ring. And
Yeah.
they both took huge bumps. It was a proper like holy shit moment. You took a big bump yourself because
Yes.
you flew across the ring at the same time. Um,
Yes. Yes.
how do you go about planning
What
for a
do I
spot
got
like
that?
that?
I got that somewhere. I got that somewhere in my office. That picture in a frame.
What the three of you sprawling in the ring?
Yeah, it was just two of them sitting there, and I'm sitting there like dumbfounded, like. So my job in that match wasn't much, but it was like they made it seem like if I didn't pull off the bump when the ring was going down, and if I didn't pull off the facial cell, that this wasn't going to work or
Mm,
something. It may not, but because they focus, if you remember, they kind of panned the camera this way, panned it to
yeah,
me, and I'm just sitting in the ring like, what the?
yeah,
And I kind of did that little, oh, and it's like, but the way they seen it, like I didn't know what it looked like, right?
yeah,
So, but then like the crowd just fucking was in shock. They
yeah,
didn't know what to
yeah.
say, and then they figured everybody's okay, and then they were just like, holy shit. Like it was just like, and they just erupted, you know?
Yeah.
It was
Incredible.
almost like that crowd experience in Toronto, Canada with Rock and Hogan, when they erupted on Hogan's NWO music, is when he on his entrance. And
Yeah,
so they erupted that night. We just went into like a holy shit chant.
yeah, yeah,
And they were just, and Gorilla loved it. Michael, like, great fucking selling. Oh my God, what a job, dude. I'm like thinking,
yeah.
I'm
You
not
flew
doing,
across that ring.
I'm really not doing anything, guys. I'm like kind of like really, because there was really, you couldn't practice this thing. It
No,
had to be like the one time deal. So it's actually, hey, look, it's been done the first time, right? Brock Lesnar,
it
with Big
can't really be
Show.
bettered. That's the thing. Like I know there's a new generation now, but you can't really better it. It was done so well. It's kind of
Right,
yeah,
right. You can't outdo it. I don't think you can outdo it. You had two big, huge names in there with the two biggest guys in wrestling.
yeah,
And I mean, God, you had about maybe 800 and something pounds, 900 pounds in that ring that night, plus my little skinny ass at the time. But you know, so I mean, it just was never done, and I was glad to be a part of that, and I'm just
yeah,
glad to be a part of it. And when everything went great, so they were very happy with my cell and my shitty ass little bump. So I was happy, they were happy, and Brock was happy, and Big Show was happy. I'm happy.